Hello and welcome back to another season of Sims 4 Survivor. I haven't done one of these in a while. I took a bit of a break, but I had a fun idea, so we're gonna do it. This is Sims 4 Survivor Battle of the Seasons. We have here an all-star cast composed of one representative of every single season of Sims 4 Survivor up to this point. So we have 16 contestants, all of which competed on one of the 16 seasons that we have played through up to this point. We don't have any winners. I tried my best to also not have players that have played multiple times, although there are a few seasons that are returning seasons. So of course, for those I had to bring a returning player back. But I also was trying to bring players back that didn't really have relationships with one another on one of their various seasons. I'll get to that in a second. But first and foremost, let's introduce our cast. First, we have the Lovers Tribe, named so because we are playing in Ciudad Enamorada. So of course, we have like lover-related tribe names. Our first contestant here is none other than Wayne the Boulder, here to represent Season 1 of Sims 4 Survivor. Base game versus expansion pack versus game pack. He was fairly quiet throughout the season, didn't really do that much until the end game when he started to suddenly ramp up and ended up taking third place, losing out to Nancy Landgrab and the Belagoth. The final member of the final three here to return on Sims 4 Survivor. I felt like he deserved a spot here on this season. From Season 2 of Sims 4 Survivor, Brains vs. Brawn vs. Beauty, we have Zoe Patel. She competed on the Beauty Tribe and was quite the character on the season, had multiple idol plays, one of which was completely incorrect and kinda came out of nowhere. Zoe was a fun character on the season, and someone who I thought was worthy of a return, so I brought her back here. Returning here from Sims 4 Survivor, Battle of the Sexes, Season 3 of the show, we have Eliza Pancakes. She showed a lot of promise on Battle of the Sexes, but ended up kind of getting swap screwed, so I feel like she deserves a second chance here, so she's back. Next, we have representing Season 4 of Sims 4 Survivor, Generations. We have Blossom Greenberg. She was on the All-Elder tribe, but she also kind of played ball with the younger generation as well. Wasn't really well liked by the elders, so she kind of flipped on over to the teen tribe. So I feel like she is a great representative of the season, as she represents kind of both of the two ages that competed on that season. Then returning from Season 6 of Sims 4 Survivor, Sims 4 Survivor Stranger Vale, we have Celine Lopez. She was an early boot on the season, but because we did Redemption Island on that season, she was able to claw her way through Redemption Island, or as we called it, the Secret Lab, beat pretty much every single duel she was on, returned on the merge only to get booted out of the game immediately again. So I feel like she's a good representative for the season as somebody who represents the twist of the season, and I think she deserves a second chance. Next up, we have representing Season 14 of Sims 4 Survivor. Sims 4 Survivor Early Outs, it is Malcolm Landgrab. I feel like he kind of represents the mess that is Sims 4 Survivor Early Outs. The gameplay was all over the place since, everybody on that season was kind of a mess. I mean, it was all people who were pretty shit on their first time playing the game, and now they were returning. And Malcolm ended up getting rocked out of the game, despite having played a pretty strong strategic game up to that point. So let's see what he does here with his third shot at the title of current reigning. Next up, we have here representing Season 15 of Sims 4 Survivor, Mount Komorebi, we have Lucha Harjo. Mount Komorebi was kind of a tale of two seasons. The first half was all about the downfall of the skiing tribe, and then the second half was the story of the sledding tribe. However, Lucha was kind of present for both of those stories, so I think he is a very strong representative for the season. And then finally, we have here representing season 16 of Sims 4 Survivor, the latest season of Sims 4 Survivor, which is All Stars 2. We have Alan Saja here. I kind of struggled to pick somebody from All Stars 2. It was such a winner heavy season. Like the winners that competed on that season, they were kind of the main characters of the season, and they also did pretty well on the season. And then, of course, the person who ended up winning was also a major character on the season, but I didn't want to bring back any of the winners. So I didn't really know who to choose from the roster. I ended up going with Alan Saja because he showed that he had a strong sense for the game. He employed a very different strategy from his first time around, and I think that's kind of representative of what these all-star seasons are all about. Failing the first time and then trying something else on your second time. So yeah, I think he's a strong representative for the season. Next up, we have the Sweethearts tribe, composed of 8 returning players as well, of course. We have here representing Season 5 of Sims 4 Survivor, Sims 4 Survivor Worldwide. Wolfgang Wilder is returning here. I believe the last member of the final 5 from Sims 4 Survivor Worldwide to return. He was a pretty large presence on the season. He was not a member of the major alliances, but he showed himself to have a very strong sense of the game and knew that he needed to pretty much win out. So he ended up winning 3 individual immunities, did fairly well, of course made it to the final 5. But as soon as he lost an immunity, he was taken out of the game by the Power Alliance. Returning here from Season 7 of Sims 4 Survivor, Sims 4 Survivor Tartosa, we have Mitchell Kalani. Mitchell was quite the player on Tartosa. He had very strong relationships with pretty much everybody on the season. He was by far the biggest social threat at the merge, and the other players, they started to notice, so they ended up getting rid of him, which was a smart move. Completely opened up the game for other players. However, we want to see what he does on a return here, so we brought him back. Then we have here representing the first All-Star season of Sims 4 Survivor, Season 8 of Sims 4 Survivor, we have Agnes Crumplebottom. She also competed on the first season of Sims 4 Survivor, base game versus expansion pack versus game pack. However, there she was kind of a dud. She didn't really do much, made it pretty far, but for the most part, didn't really do anything in the game. However, on her returning game on All-Star, she kicked it into high gear, played her ass off, made it pretty far, but did end up kind of on the wrong side of the votes a few times, and that ended up getting her the boot. However, I was impressed with her game, so I'm gonna bring her back here. And again, I feel like that represents the All-Star seasons. Playing well on your first time, returning and trying different things, and Agnes certainly tried to do that. Then we have here, coming from Season 9 of Sims 4 Survivor, Sims 4 Survivor Copperdale, Manesha Kayaputri, the runner-up of Sims 4 Survivor Copperdale. She did fairly well on the season, was the second-hand woman to the winner, but ended up not being particularly well-liked on the season. However, she was kind of the muscle behind the operation and had a strong case at the end had she not been sitting against one of the most likable Sims 4 Survivor players of all time. So let's see if she can replicate her success on Copperdale here on Battle of the Seasons. Then we have here representing Season 10 of Sims 4 Survivor, Sims 4 Survivor Occults vs. Normies. We have none other than the Grim Reaper himself. Grim was a mess on Occults vs. Normies. I feel like he is a very strong representative for the Occult tribe specifically because they were really, really bad at the game. And Grim, what a character. He provided so much entertainment. He decided to just go scorched earth on some of his fellow occult members. Had like 3 different rivalries on the season. So I hope he's gonna be just as messy on this season. Then we have over here On their third return, representing season 11 of Sims 4 Survivor Blood vs. Water, we have Morgan Fyrus. She originally competed on Generations, did fairly well, which landed her a spot on Blood vs. Water, where she made it all the way to the final tribal council, where she ended up in third place, losing to one of the best Sims 4 Survivor players of all time, as well as her sister. It was between Morgan and Nina Caliente for me, but I decided to go with Morgan because she did better on the season. And also, I feel like she somewhat represents both the familial relationships of the seasons, and she made it to the end with her sister, but also the dominance of the returning players on the season. So Morgan was the right pick for this season, in my opinion. Then we have here, representing season 12 of Sims 4 Survivor, Chestnut Ridge, we have Camille Soto. Also a runner-up from their original run on the season. She was very much not well liked on Chestnut Ridge, was kind of considered to be a goat to take to the end. However, she made a very compelling case for herself in the end and ended up only losing by 1 vote at Final Tribal Council. Also did not receive a single vote throughout the entire season against her. So if she's able to soften up a little bit and show people her more friendlier side, I think she has the makings of a great Sims 4 Survivor winner here. And then the final contestant on the season, we have Raj Risoya, representing season 13 of Sims 4 Survivor Granite Falls. Raj had a very wishy-washy game on Granite Falls. He started off in a pretty solid spot, ended up kind of losing all his allies and having to pivot into a different alliance, and managed to somehow make it all the way to the end, where he became co-runner-ups with another player on the season. Raj's adaptability in the game had a lot of promise, and I'm hoping that he will do better here on this season, perhaps even win. And there you have it. That's our cast. I'm excited to play this season. I haven't done this in so long, so if I end up making some mistakes, I apologize. It's just it's just the distance. Like I said, we're playing in Ciudad Enamorada, pretty much only because it's the new world. Might as well. We are also going to be following the Marquesas format. So it's an old school season, no idols, just a straight up traditional survivor game here, numbers game, whatever. I decided to give everybody a boost to their strategic ability again because, it's a returning player season. And the last time I did that, it ended up being a very fun season. So let's see if that also impacts this season. I also did give people different relationships, people who competed on the same season. However, I only gave them slight bonds since nobody who is competing here alongside a player that they competed with previously didn't really work with them in any solid capacity. So I feel like it's mostly an even playing field, but there is a little bit of relationships building here. So for example, Morgan here, she competed on Blood vs. Water alongside with Malcolm, but they weren't ever on a tribe together, so I just gave them a slight bond, and the same with pretty much everybody else who was on the same season as someone else. I hope that makes sense. Anyway, enough introduction, let's just get into the video and play the season. I think we're in for a good time. We will start off with episode number 1, where we have some slight bonds and slight dislikes, which we're gonna ignore. On the Sweethearts tribe, same thing. And we will start with our first immunity challenge. So, immunity, the first immunity of the season, it's gonna go to the Sweethearts tribe. So these people, they're immune for today. Let's see what's going on the beaches. On the Lovers tribe, the tribe that is gonna go to tribal tonight, we have a Blossom and Zoe bonding slightly, which has a lasting impact. We also have Alan and Eliza bonding slightly. Or strongly, excuse me, also has a lasting impact, okay. And then Celine and Eliza have a major fight. Eliza already picking fights left and right. I mean, what else is new? We always knew Eliza was that girl. However, we have an alliance, our first alliance of the season. It is Alan, Saja, and Eliza. They were bonding strongly. They decide to form an alliance here, and they pull in Wayne the Boulder. Wayne, he is no stranger to being pulled into different alliances. I think this could be a very strong trio. We'll see. We also have Malcolm resting at camp to restore his energy. Good for you, Malcolm. On the Sweethearts tribe, we have Mitchell with a major meltdown, and also Raj and Vanessa with a small fight. Okay. Well, let's just go to tribal. Let's see who the first boot of the season is gonna be. We have the Lovers tribe here. Alan, Blossom, Celine, Eliza, Lucha, Malcolm, Wayne, and Zoe. It is time to vote. And the first vote is gonna go to Celine. 1 vote, Celine. Second vote is gonna go to Celine. 2 votes, Celine. 6 votes left. Third vote is gonna go to Lucha. 2 votes, Celine. 1 vote, Lucha. 5 votes left. And the next vote goes to Celine. 3 votes, Celine. 1 vote, Lucha. 4 votes left. And the next vote goes to Lucha. 3 votes, Celine. 2 votes, Lucha. 3 votes left. Next vote is going to go to Lucha. We're tied. 3 votes, Celine. 3 votes, Lucha. 2 votes left. Next vote goes to Lucha. So that's 4 votes, Lucha. 3 votes, Celine. 1 vote left. We could tie here. And we do. The last vote goes to Celine. We have 4 votes, Celine. 4 votes, Lucha. So we're going to have a revote. Tie in the first vote of the season, of course. It wouldn't be a brand steal if it wasn't a tie. All right. The first vote on the revote is going to go to Celine. 1 vote, Celine. Second vote goes to Celine. 2 votes, Celine. 4 votes left. And the third vote goes to Lucha. 2 votes, Celine. 1 vote, Lucha. 3 votes left. Next vote is going to go to Lucha. We're tied. 2 votes, Celine. 2 votes, Lucha. 2 votes left. Next vote goes to Celine. 3 votes, Celine. 2 votes, Lucha. 1 vote left. If this vote goes to Lucha, we will draw rocks, I believe. Although this is an early season, so maybe not. I don't know how Brand Steel took that into account, because they didn't used to do rock draws as a tiebreaker back in the day. So I guess we'll see. The last vote goes to the first person voted out of Sims 4 Survivor Battle of the Seasons. It is Celine Lopez. Celine, the tribe has spoken. I guess they saw her claw her way back into the game on Strangerville and didn't want to mess with that. Becomes the first boot of the season. So who votes who? We have Alan, Eliza, Lucha, and Wayne the Boulder voting for Celine. So that's the alliance plus Lucha. We then have Blossom, Celine, Malcolm, and Zoe voting for Lucha. On the revote, Blossom, she flips. Okay, everybody else sticks to their guns. That's interesting. Malcolm and Zoe perhaps on the wrong foot now. We'll see. We're gonna move on to episode number 2. All right, Lovers Tribe, down to 7 now. Sweethearts, still at 8. Let's go to the beaches. Let's see if relationships have changed. We have Eliza with a medium bond toward Ellen, and Ellen also with a medium bond toward Eliza. Zoe and Blossom also with a medium bond. Then we have Eliza with a small bond toward Malcolm. And then we have slight bonds and slight dislikes. All right. On the Sweethearts tribe, we have Morgan and Mitchell with a medium dislike. Okay. Mitchell did have that major meltdown, right? Then we have slight bonds, slight dislikes. We're not going to look at those. Mitchell not really on the board here, despite having his major meltdown. So perhaps it wasn't that big of a deal. Let's go to, I guess, reward probably. Yes. Okay. Sweethearts, they win again. They win reward, which is fishing gear. All right. But immunity is going to go to the Sweethearts as well. They're safe again tonight, are not going to go to tribal. Lovers are going to go back to tribal. Let's start on their beach. We have Alan and Blossom bonding strongly, which has a lasting impact. We also have Lucha and Wayne the Boulder bonding strongly, which has a lasting impact. And that impact is that Wayne the Boulder is going to leave the alliance. He's out. He doesn't want to work with Alan and Eliza. He's over it. And we have a new alliance, it seems, which is Alan, Blossom, Eliza, Wayne, and Zoe. Okay, what? So Wayne is gonna leave this alliance, but he is still working with them in this larger alliance. Okay. Alan, he brings in Blossom. Blossom probably brings in Zoe since they had that medium bond. Not sure why Lucha is not being included in this since Wayne has this strong bond with him, apparently. But I don't know, I guess. So who's not in this alliance? Lucha and hang on. Malcolm. So Malcolm could be in trouble here. I definitely think he could get the boot here. On the sweetheart speech, we have Camille with a major meltdown, and also Camille working hard at camp and becomes tired. Okay. We'll go to the second tribal of the season. Lovers Tribe, they are back at tribal here. Down to 7. It is time to vote. And the first vote is going to go to Lucha. 1 vote Lucha. Second vote goes to Malcolm. 1 vote Lucha, 1 vote Malcolm. Third vote goes to Malcolm. 2 votes Malcolm, 1 vote Lucha. Fourth vote is going to go to Malcolm. 3 votes Malcolm, 1 vote Lucha. 3 votes left. And the second person voted out of Sims 4 Survivor Battle of the Seasons, it is Malcolm Landgrab. Malcolm, the tribe has spoken, becomes a second boot once again. He did great on early outs, but it doesn't seem like the people who did that well on early outs are actually that strong players. Like, they haven't really done all that well on their return after early outs, so I think anybody that did well there, it might have been a bit of a fluke. Everybody votes for Malcolm, aside from Malcolm, of course, who votes for Lucha. Unfortunate for him, he just kind of found himself on the outs of the large alliance on this tribe. We're gonna move on to episode number 3. Lovers Tribe now down to 6 members. Sweethearts still at 8. We have now Alan and Eliza with their final 2 alliance now that Wayne is gone. It is a 7 strength, which is pretty good. We have this larger alliance, which is somewhat shaky. I don't know if they're gonna stick together, but it's something. We have Blossom and Alan with a medium bond. Alright. Eliza and Alan also with a medium bond. Zoe and Blossom with a medium bond. And then Wayne doesn't like Blossom. Blossom also does not like Wayne. Alright. That's interesting. We also have Wayne the Boulder and Lucha with a small bond after their bonding session in the last episode. And then slight bonds. Alright. On the Sweethearts tribe, we have Morgan and Mitchell, now with a strong dislike. Oh no. Camille and Agnes also with a strong dislike. Wolfgang and Camille also with a medium dislike. People don't like Camille after her meltdown. And then we have slight dislikes, slight bonds. We'll ignore those. Let's go to reward. We have the Sweethearts winning again. Nothing really going on their tribe, but they keep winning challenges, so I guess they don't really have to play the game. Let's go to immunity. The Sweethearts, they also win immunity. Okay. Will the large alliance on the Lovers Tribe stick together? Let's find out. Alan and Wayne, they bond slightly. Eliza and Zoe also bond slightly. Alright. I believe Lucha is done here, probably, since he's not in this large alliance. Wayne might throw him a sympathy vote, since he doesn't like Blossom, but I think the alliance is probably gonna vote together. On the Sweetheart speech, we have Agnes and Raj with a minor disagreement, which has a lasting impact. Okay. Not really anything going on the Sweethearts tribe. They're all just like fighting each other. I kind of think they have to go to tribal for something to happen here. I don't know, but let's just go to tribal council. We got the Lovers Tribe here, back at tribal, at their 3rd consecutive tribal council. It is time to vote. And the first vote is gonna go to Wayne the Boulder. 1 vote, Wayne the Boulder. Second vote goes to Lucha. 1 vote Wayne, 1 vote Lucha. 4 votes left. Third vote is gonna go to Lucha. 2 votes Lucha, 1 vote Wayne the Boulder. 3 votes left. And the 4th vote goes to Lucha. 3 votes Lucha, 1 vote Wayne the Boulder. 2 votes left. And the third person voted out of Sims 4 Survivor Battle of the Seasons. It is Lucha Harjo. Lucha, the tribe is spoken. Kind of the same thing as Malcolm. Just wasn't in the Power Alliance. He's gone here. RP Lucha. Interesting though, he does throw a vote on Wayne the Boulder on his way out, which he had a pretty decent relationship with. So Lucha, perhaps feeling a little bit betrayed here, decides to throw a vote on Wayne the Boulder on his way out. Not pleased with him. You know what? We appreciate the pettiness. Sorry to see you go, Lucha. But we'll move on to episode number 4. We have a twist. The castaways are asked to stand on discs. They must flip these discs to see their new tribe buff. The number of players per tribe stays the same. And we have new tribes. So on the Lovers tribe, we have now remaining on Lovers, Alan Saja. And coming here from Sweethearts, Agnes Crumplebottom, Camille Soto, Morgan Fires, and Vanessa Kai Putri. So Alan perhaps swap screwed here a little bit. We'll see how that goes. However, on the Sweethearts tribe, the new Sweethearts tribe, we have remaining the Grim Reaper, Mitchell Kalani, Ross Risoya, and Wolfgang Wilder. And then coming here from the Lovers tribe, Blossom Greenberg, Eliza Pancakes, Wayne the Boulder, and Zoe Patel. So a 50-50 split on the Sweethearts tribe, which is probably not good for the former Sweethearts tribe members because they didn't really have anything going on. There were no alliances. This is a pretty good swap for the Lovers tribe members. Even Alan, maybe. Like, we don't really know if the Sweethearts are gonna stick together. We'll see. On the Lovers Beach, we have Alan by himself in both of these alliances. Camille and Agnes now with an extreme hatred toward one another. Okay. We also have Vanessa and Morgan with a small bond. And that's pretty much all that is on the board here. Although, look at this. Vanessa and Alan with a slight bond. So Alan maybe not in such a dire of a situation as I thought. And I definitely think this Camille and Agnes feud is probably gonna boil down if they end up going to tribal. So I think Alan is probably fine, right? On the Sweethearts tribe, we have Zoe and Blossom with a medium bond. Wayne and Blossom with a medium dislike. Zoe and Eliza with a small bond. And then we have slight bonds and slight dislikes. All right. Let's go to, I guess, immunity? Yes. Okay. Sweethearts, they win again. Sweethearts tribe, unstoppable. Even though they have different members, they're fine. Let's go to the Lovers Beach. We have a new alliance. It is Morgan and Vanessa. They are forming a final 2 alliance here. They had a small bond, perhaps gonna make that small bond even stronger. We'll see. But on the Sweethearts tribe, we have Mitchell and Zoe bonding strongly. Okay. The Roomies household members perhaps linking together here. By the way, I did not give them any relationship going into the season. They were complete strangers as far as this brand steal is concerned. So keep that in mind. This is just the brand steal randomly generating this relationship. We do, however, also have Blossom having a major meltdown. But that does not deter her from forming a new alliance with Rosh Risoya and Zoe Patel. Alright. Blossom also resting in camp to restore her energy. So Blossom, pretty big episode for her. Let's go to tribal. Let's see what the Lovers do. We got the new Lovers tribe here. Agnes Crumplebottom, Alan Saja, Camille Soto, Morgan Fires, and Vanessa Kai Putri. It is time to vote. And the first vote is going to go to Agnes. 1 vote Agnes. Second vote goes to Agnes. 2 votes Agnes. 3 votes left. Third vote is going to go to Alan. 2 votes Agnes. 1 vote Alan. 2 votes left. And the 4th person voter out of Sims 4 Survivor Battle of the Seasons, it is Agnes Crumplebottom. Agnes, the tribe, has spoken. She should not have been feuding with Camille. She let her temperament get the best of her. I was kind of rooting for her, but it wasn't meant to be on this season. She's out here. Everybody votes for Agnes, aside from Agnes, of course, voting for Alan. Not even voting for Camille, which is kind of weird, but that's okay. We'll move on to episode number 5. The Lovers Tribe, down to 4 now. Can they win anything? We'll see. Sweethearts Tribe still at 8, of course. On the Lovers Beach, we now have Vanessa and Morgan with a small bond still, and then slight bonds and slight dislikes. Actually, only slight bonds. So Vanessa and Camille with a slight bond, Vanessa and Alan with a slight bond, and Morgan and Camille with a slight bond. Nobody really dislikes each other. I guess Agnes was the only person on this tribe spreading a little bit of discord. They got rid of that. Perhaps they can win a challenge now. On the Sweethearts tribe, we have Alyssa by herself in this alliance. We have this 4-person alliance here. And then we have this new 3-person alliance with Blossom, Raj, and Zoe. Zoe now with a strong bond toward Blossom. Wayne the Boulder and Blossom still don't like each other. Blossom only with a medium bond towards Zoe. Okay. Zoe and Mitchell with a medium bond. Zoe and Eliza with a small bond. And then we have slight bonds. All right. Reward is going to go to the Sweethearts tribe. Again. Sweethearts have not lost yet. This is kind of wild. Let's see if they win immunity as well. They do. What the hell? I think Alan might be in trouble. I don't know. It kind of depends on what Vanessa and Morgan are going to do. Let's go to the beach. Nothing happens. Okay. We'll see if Alan or Camille are going to take the hit here. I imagine it's going to be either one of them. Although they could link together and try to go against the duo. We'll see. On the Sweethearts beach, we have Eliza impressing the rest of the team. Also Mitchell impressing the rest of the team. And we have a boys alliance forming. It is Mitchell, Raj, and Wolfgang. All of the former Sweethearts boys members. They had another person, right? Who is the other man? Oh, the Grim Reaper, right. Okay, well, he's not getting included in this. I guess he's too undead for them. I don't know. Let's go to Tribal. All right, Lovers Tribe. Here at their 5th consecutive Tribal Council. Down to only 4 members. It is time to vote. And the first vote is going to go to Camille. 1 vote, Camille. Second vote is going to go to Morgan. 1 vote, Camille. 1 vote, Morgan. And 2 votes left. And the third vote goes to Morgan. Oh, so Alan and Camille, they stuck together. They are voting out Morgan here. I imagine Vanessa and Morgan are probably the Camille votes. Or I don't know if the last vote's going to go to Camille, but I assume so. We've got 2 votes Morgan, 1 vote Camille, 1 vote left. We're probably tied. That would be wild. Yes, we are. Camille gets the last vote. We have 2 votes Camille, 2 votes Morgan. We are tied. We will, I guess, have a revote. Okay, well, will Alan flip? Or will Vanessa flip on Morgan? I kind of doubt that. I think it's more likely that Alan is going to flip. And if so, probably not going to be in a great spot on this tribe. Let's read the votes. The first vote is going to go to Camille. 1 vote Camille. And the last vote is going to go to, are we deadlocked? Let's find out. The 5th person voted out of Sims 4 Survivor Battle of the Seasons. It is Camille Soto. Camille, the tribe has spoken. That is unfortunate. If only she hadn't been fighting with Agnes so much, maybe she could have been getting herself included in this 2-person alliance between Morgan and Vanessa. However, she wasn't able to do that. She's out here. It is pretty much what you'd expect. Morgan and Vanessa, they vote for Camille. Alan and Camille vote for Morgan. And Alan, he flips on the revote. He's not going to draw rocks. That makes sense. Oh, no, wait. They did do rock draws for a tiebreaker. Because that was the first time there was a rock draw at the Final 4. Right. Sorry, I'm dumb. Don't mind me. I guess we'll just move on to episode number 6. And we're still not merged yet. I guess it's the final 10 merge, probably. I hope the Lovers Tribe does not go to Tribal again, because Alan Sasha is going to be fucked. But also, let's see what's going on the Sweethearts beach. I think one of them has a go, right? On the Lovers beach, we have Vanessa and Morgan with a mutual small bond. This bond is not getting any stronger, which is kind of weird. Vanessa and Alan with a mutual slight bond. And Alan and Morgan not on the board. Okay. On the Sweethearts beach, we have Wayne the Boulder and Blossom with a strong dislike. Zoe and Mitchell with strong bond now. Okay. And Zoe and Blossom with a medium bond. Mitchell with a medium bond toward Eliza. Eliza only with a small bond toward Mitchell. Grim Reaper and Eliza with a small bond now. Not sure where that comes from, but okay. Zoe and Eliza with a small bond. Wolfgang and Eliza with a small bond. Wayne the Boulder and Eliza with a small bond. Everybody likes Eliza. Okay, good for her. Wolfgang and Raj also with a small bond. So Wolfgang also pretty well liked here, it seems. Or I guess he only likes Eliza and Raj, as far as we know. Zoe actually also with pretty solid relationships. Alright, well, let's go to reward, I guess? Yes. Sweethearts, they win again? Are they gonna win immunity once again? Please, please let it be the lovers. Like, please. No, it's not. Sweethearts, they win again. They have never lost a single challenge, and there's like nothing going on their beach. This is not shaping up to be a great season of Sims 4 Survivor. On the Lover's Beach, we have Alan collapsing from exhaustion and is medically evacuated from the game. Oh, well, okay, tribal cancelled, I guess. I mean, Alan was gonna get voted out anyway, so you know what? Let's just not delay the inevitable. He's getting medically evacuated here. Sorry, Alan. Thanks for playing, I guess. Bye. On the Sweetheart speech, we have Raj impressing the rest of the team, and we have Blossom and Wayne the Boulder having a major fight. These two hate each other. Blossom, every time she plays Sims 4 Survivor, she finds somebody to fight with. Last time it was Dennis Kim. This time it is Wayne the Boulder. Both third placers on their season. All right, let's go to tribal, except there is no tribal because Alan is gone. Rip. All right, well, we'll move on to the merge. We have a 10-person merge here. This is the Spouses tribe, and the people who make the merge are Blossom Greenberg, Eliza Pancakes, Grim Reaper, Mitchell Kalani, Morgan Fires, Raj Risoya, Vanessa Kayaputri, Wayne the Boulder, Wolfgang Wilder, and Zoe Patel. We got 3 base game people here, Eliza, Mitchell, and Zoe. We have 2 people from For Rent, Vanessa and Wayne. And then we have people from various packs. I guess Grim is also a base game sim. So 4 people from base game. Alright, let's see the relationships and the alliances. We have Blossom, Eliza, Wayne, and Zoe in the original Lovers Alliance. Although I guess it was the second Lovers Alliance. Unfortunately for Eliza, she loses Alan Saja in the last episode. That was her number 1 in the game. So that's kind of bad for her. But she does still have this 4-person alliance to lean on. We also have Morgan and Vanessa with their final 2. And then we have Blossom, Raj, and Zoe with their 3-person alliance. Which Blossom and Zoe are both more loyal to this. Although Zoe is actually evenly loyal. But Blossom, she is definitely more loyal to this. Because she hates Wayne the Boulder. Which they are now up to an extreme hatred. Which is not great for them or this 4-person alliance. We also have the Boys Alliance, Mitchell, Raj, and Wolfgang. This is not really going up, not that strong. That's okay. Zoe and Blossom, they have a strong bond. Zoe and Mitchell also with a strong bond. And Grim and Eliza now with a strong bond as well. Okay. Morgan and Mitchell, they have a strong dislike. Not sure where that came from, because they haven't even been on a tribe together for a while. But I guess it's like a layover from the original Sweethearts tribe, probably. We also have Raj and Blossom with a strong bond. We have Wolfgang and Eliza with a medium bond. Wayne and Eliza with a medium bond. Mitchell with a small bond toward Eliza. And then Grim and Blossom with a small bond as well. Immunity is going to go to Raj Risoya. Congratulations, Raj. He wins the first individual immunity of the season. Cannot be waited for tonight. On the beach, we have Grim and Mitchell bonding strongly, which has a lasting impact. Okay, and that's it. So I have no idea what's gonna happen. I imagine Morgan and Vanessa are probably gonna get a shot taken at them. I don't know, maybe this Blossom and Wayne the Boulder drama is gonna boil over here. We'll see. Let's go to tribal. Alright, we got the merged tribe, the Spouses tribe here. Raj, he has the immunity necklace, cannot be voted for tonight. Everybody else is eligible. It is time to vote. The first vote is going to go to Mitchell. 1 vote, Mitchell. Second vote goes to Vanessa. 1 vote, Mitchell. 1 vote, Vanessa. Third vote is going to go to Morgan. 1 vote, Mitchell. 1 vote, Morgan. 1 vote, Vanessa. 7 votes left. Fourth vote is going to go to Morgan. 2 votes Morgan, 1 vote Mitchell, 1 vote Vanessa, 6 votes left. And the next vote goes to Vanessa. 2 votes Morgan, 2 votes Vanessa, 1 vote Mitchell, 5 votes left. And the next vote goes to Vanessa. 3 votes Vanessa, 2 votes Morgan, 1 vote Mitchell, 4 votes left. Next vote is going to go to Morgan. We're tied. 3 votes Morgan, 3 votes Vanessa, 1 vote Mitchell, 3 votes left. And the next vote goes to Mitchell. 3 votes Morgan, 3 votes Vanessa, 2 votes Mitchell, 2 votes left. Next vote is going to go to Vanessa. 4 votes Vanessa, 3 votes Morgan, 2 votes Mitchell, 1 vote left. And the 6th person voted out of Sims 4 Survivor Battle of the Seasons. It is Vanessa Kayapuchi. Vanessa, the tribe has spoken. That's what she gets for being on the loser lovers tribe. That's unfortunate. I guess they were just splitting Vanessa and Morgan up. We see that with the vote breakdown, we have everybody voting, like vote splitting on Morgan and Vanessa. Morgan and Vanessa vote for Mitchell, of course. And the people who vote for Vanessa are Blossom, Eliza, Raj, Wayne the Boulder, and Zoe. The Morgan votes are Grim, Mitchell, and Wolfgang. So this is definitely a vote split, although there is no idol, so they don't really have to vote split, but I guess they were just like, well, vote for whoever you want. It's fine. So Vanessa is the merch boot here. Does not make the jury, I believe. That's unfortunate for her, but we'll move on to episode number 8. So we are down to 3 alliances here. We have the 4-person alliance, which is super shaky because Blossom and Wayne hate each other. We have Blossom, Raj, and Zoe and their 3-person alliance. Blossom up to an 8 here. So she is hardcore loyal to this. We have Mitchell, Raj, and Wolfgang in their boys alliance. Mitchell is losing loyalty here. So that's not that great. We have Zoe and Blossom with an unbreakable relationship. Raj now with an unbreakable relationship toward Blossom. Interesting. So Raj and Blossom are having a pretty strong bond, but I don't know how Raj feels about Zoe. We'll keep tabs on that. Grim and Eliza, they still have a strong bond. Morgan and Mitchell with a strong dislike. And then Zoe and Mitchell with a strong bond now. Or now, still, I guess. Blossom with a strong bond toward Raj. Mitchell and Grim with a medium bond. That kind of comes out of nowhere. And then Eliza with a medium bond toward Wayne the Boulder. Okay. Wayne the Boulder and Raj also with a medium bond. They are, of course, in this alliance. No, they're not. Wolfgang and Mitchell are with Raj in this alliance. I forgot. Because they're like completely not on the board. So that's kind of weird. Also, Eliza has kind of lost a lot of social capital here. She used to be like liked by everybody, and now she is barely on the board. Reward is gonna go to Mitchell. He wins reward. He wins a Snickers candy bar and a scuba diving trip at a coral reef. Good for him, I guess. But immunity is gonna go to Wayne the Boulder. Congratulations. On the beach, we have Blossom with a major meltdown, and Blossom almost quitting the game, but she's gonna stay. Okay. I guess Wayne the Boulder has more ammunition against her. We'll go to Tribal. We got the final 9 here. Blossom, Eliza, Grim, Mitchell, Morgan, Raj, Wayne, Wolfgang, and Zoe. Wayne the Boulder has the necklace, cannot be voted for tonight. It is time to vote. First vote is going to go to Morgan. 1 vote Morgan. Second vote goes to Grim. 1 vote Grim, 1 vote Morgan, 7 votes left. Next vote goes to Morgan. 2 votes Morgan, 1 vote Grim, 6 votes left. And the 4th vote goes to Morgan. 3 votes Morgan, 1 vote Grim. And the next vote goes to Morgan. 4 votes Morgan, 1 vote Grim, 4 votes left. And the 7th person voted out of Sims 4 Survivor Battle of the Seasons. First member of the jury, it is Morgan. Morgan, the tribe has spoken. The lovers tribe completely annihilated here. Very unfortunate for them. Or I guess the swap lovers tribe, but they're all gone now. Sucks for Morgan, but she's gone here. Catches every single vote aside from her vote, which goes to Grim. That's too bad. We'll move on to episode number 9. We got the final 8 here. So these alliances are unchanged, it seems. We got now Grim and Eliza with an unbreakable relationship. Okay, interesting. We also have Wayne the Boulder and Blossom still hating each other, and Zoe and Blossom now with an unbreakable relationship. Although I think that was also in the last episode. I don't remember. Zoe with a strong bond toward Mitchell, and vice versa. We have Raj and Blossom with a strong bond. Mitchell and Grim with a medium bond. Alright, Wayne and Raj also with a medium bond, and then Mitchell and Eliza with a medium bond, and Eliza with a medium bond towards Zoe. So Eliza kind of back on the board here. Okay, good for her. Reward is gonna go to Mitchell and Wolfgang. They pair up and they win reward together. Congratulations. But immunity is gonna go to Mitchell. Congratulations, Mitchell. He wins immunity to 9, cannot be voted for. On the beach, we have Blossom and Mitchell with a minor disagreement. We also have Wayne the Boulder with a major meltdown, and Wolfgang and Zoe with a major fight. A lot of fighting in today's episode. The Sweethearts tribe, they are realizing they have to go against one another now that they are the only people remaining. So they are fighting amongst one another who should go out. We'll go to tribal. We got the final 8 here, the spouses tribe, of course. Mitchell, he has the immunity necklace, cannot be voted for. It is time to vote. And the first vote goes to Wayne the Boulder. 1 vote, Wayne the Boulder. Second vote goes to Wolfgang. 1 vote Wayne, 1 vote Wolfgang. Third vote goes to Grimm. 1 vote Grimm, 1 vote Wayne, 1 vote Wolfgang. 5 votes left. And the fourth vote goes to Wolfgang. 2 votes Wolfgang, 1 vote Grimm, 1 vote Wayne the Boulder. And 4 votes left. And the fifth vote goes to Wayne the Boulder. 2 votes Wayne the Boulder, 2 votes Wolfgang, 1 vote Grimm. Sixth vote is gonna go to Wayne the Boulder. That's 3 votes Wayne the Boulder, 2 votes Wolfgang, 1 vote Grimm, and 2 votes left. And the next vote goes to Grimm. Okay. 3 votes Wayne the Boulder, 2 votes Grimm, 2 votes Wolfgang, and 1 vote left. If it goes to Wayne, he goes out. If it goes to Grimm or Wolfgang, we tie and we have to go into a revote. And the last vote, it goes to the 8th person voted out of Sims 4 Survivor Battle of the Season, second member of the jury. It is Wayne the Boulder. Wayne the Boulder, the tribe has spoken. I imagine this is Blossom's work here. She rallied her allies, got Wayne voted out of the game. Good for her. Bad for Wayne the Boulder, of course. Actually, she doesn't even vote for Wayne the Boulder. She's a Grimm vote. What? What even? Okay, so the Wayne the Boulder votes are Grimm, Mitchell, Raj, and Wolfgang. Oh, it's the original Sweethearts boys. The boys alliance that I thought was not that effective, they got Wayne the Boulder out here. Interesting. Okay. Blossom and Zoe, they vote for Grimm. Eliza and Wayne, they vote for Wolfgang. So Eliza kind of losing a little bit of grip on the game here. That's not great for her. Wayne was her strongest alliance, I think. No, wait, she had an alliance with Grimm as well. Or not an alliance, she had a relationship with Grimm as well. So, yeah. We'll move on to episode number 10. We got the final 7 here. Blossom, Eliza, Grimm, Mitchell, Raj, Wolfgang, and Zoe Patel. This alliance no longer has a Wayne in it, so Blossom and Zoe are both up to 7 now. They were both like very down on this alliance, but now they're back up. They like Eliza, no problem with her. It's only Wayne they had an issue with. We have Blossom, Raj, and Zoe with their 3-person alliance. That is unchanged. And then we have the boys, which did get their way, but they are still unchanged, not really that loyal to one another. And also Grimm's still not in this equation at all. Eliza and Grimm, they have their unbreakable relationship. Zoe and Blossom have an unbreakable relationship still. We have Raj and Blossom with a strong bond. We have Zoe and Wolfgang with a strong dislike now. Okay, after that fight, right? Zoe and Mitchell have a strong bond still. The roomie connection. Mitchell and Eliza with a strong bond now. And then Mitchell and Grimm with a medium bond. So Mitchell is definitely the one pulling Grimm in for this last vote. Good for Mitchell, making a move here. Good for him. Wolfgang and Raj have a medium bond, and then Zoe and Eliza with a medium bond as well. Alright. Reward is gonna go to Zoe Patel. She wins reward, and she's gonna take her number 1 in the game, Blossom, with her. They win a dinner and shower on a cruise ship. Maybe Zoe will take a myth with her back to camp. Immunity, however, is gonna go to Wolfgang. Congratulations, Wolfgang. This could be very dangerous because Wolfgang is known to win a lot of immunities. So maybe he goes on a run here. Perhaps they should have taken him out in the last episode. I don't know. We'll pay attention to that. On the beach, we have nothing happening. Okay. Let's go to tribal. We got the final 7 here. The spouses tribe. Wolfgang, he has the necklace. Cannot be voted for. It is time to vote. And the first vote is going to go to Grim. 1 vote Grim. Second vote goes to Raj. 1 vote Grim. 1 vote Raj. 5 votes left. Third vote goes to Mitchell. 1 vote Grim. 1 vote Mitchell. 1 vote Raj. And 4 votes left. And the next vote goes to Blossom. What the fuck? Very split vote here. We got 1 vote Grim, 1 vote Raj, 1 vote Mitchell, and 1 vote Blossom now. Next vote is going to go to Raj. 2 votes Raj, 1 vote Blossom, 1 vote Grim, 1 vote Mitchell. Are these alliances not voting together? What the hell? Next vote is going to go to Mitchell. 2 votes Mitchell, 2 votes Raj, 1 vote Blossom, 1 vote Grim, and 1 vote left. And the last vote, it goes to Grim. So we are tied. It is 2 votes Grim, 2 votes Mitchell, 2 votes Raj, and 1 vote Blossom. So we are going to have a revote between Grim, Mitchell, and Raj. Blossom is safe. What even is this vote? Like, all of these people are in alliances together. Why are they not voting together? I don't know. But okay. The first vote is going to go to Mitchell. 1 vote Mitchell. Second vote is going to go to Grim. 1 vote Grim, 1 vote Mitchell. Third vote goes to Raj. So that's 1 vote Grim, 1 vote Mitchell, 1 vote Raj, and 1 vote left. What happens if we tie here between 2 people? Like, do we revote again? I don't know. Oh, the 9th person voted out of Sims 4 Survivor Battle of the Seasons and 3rd member of the jury. Are there only 4 votes? Oh, there's only 4 votes. Sorry. Never mind. Okay. The person voted out, it is Grim. Oh, okay. Well, Grim, the tribe has spoken. Not sure why it lands on Grim here, but this is really bad for Eliza, probably. Maybe Blossom and Zoe were like, let's get rid of Grim, make sure Eliza sticks with us. Well, let's check that out. So we got Wolfgang and Zoe voting for Grim, Blossom and Raj voting for Mitchell, and then Eliza and Grim vote for Raj, and Mitchell is the Blossom vote. None of these alliances are voting together. Why not? Wolfgang and Zoe are voting together and they don't even like each other. And they are the ones that get their way here. What the hell? Everybody sticks to their guns on the revote though. I have no idea. Really strange vote. Let's just move on. Alright, we got the final 6 here. Blossom, Eliza, Mitchell, Raj, Wolfgang, and Zoe. So we got Blossom, Eliza, and Zoe in their alliance, Blossom, Raj, and Zoe in their alliance, and then Mitchell, Raj, and Wolfgang in their boys alliance that is not moving at all. Zoe and Blossom have an unbreakable relationship, Raj and Blossom have an unbreakable relationship, Mitchell with a strong bond towards Zoe and vice versa. Zoe and Wolfgang don't like each other, still orchestrated this move against Grim for some reason. I don't know. Mitchell and Eliza, they have a strong bond. Wolfgang with a medium bond toward Raj, and vice versa. And then Wolfgang and Eliza with a medium bond as well, and Zoe and Eliza with a medium bond. So Raj and Zoe have not been on the board at all, which is kind of interesting because they've been in this 3-person alliance for the longest time. And I kind of want to know what that's all about. But let's go to reward. We have Mitchell winning reward. He wins an overnight stay at Soliantu Beach. All right. I guess. Immunity, however, is going to go to Mitchell as well. So this is his 2nd immunity win, right? Congratulations, Mitchell. He potentially might have needed this. I mean, he was one of the people who did get 2 votes in the last tribal. On the beach, we have Mitchell out of the Boys Alliance. He's out of it. Okay, I don't think that's good for him. I think he kind of needed them. He doesn't really have anything else going on. Yeah, this is a weird season. I thought it boosted their strategic ability. Whatever. Let's go to tribal. Mitchell resting in camp to restore his energy. I forgot to say that. But let's go to tribal. All right, we got the final 6. Mitchell, he has the necklace, cannot be voted for. It is time to vote. And the first vote goes to Zoe. 1 vote Zoe. Second vote goes to Zoe. 2 votes Zoe. Third vote is going to go to Wolfgang. 2 votes Zoe, 1 vote Wolfgang, 3 votes left. And the 4th vote goes to Wolfgang. We're tied. 2 votes Wolfgang, 2 votes Zoe, 2 votes left. Next vote is going to go to Wolfgang. So that's 3 votes Wolfgang, 2 votes Zoe, 1 vote left. And the last vote goes to Zoe. Okay, we're tied again. What the hell? What is this season? We're gonna have a revote. Zoe and Wolfgang. Everybody's gonna have to vote for one of them. And the first vote is gonna go to Wolfgang. 1 vote, Wolfgang. Second vote goes to Wolfgang. 2 votes Wolfgang, 2 votes left. And the next vote goes to Zoe. 2 votes Wolfgang, 1 vote Zoe, 1 vote left. Are we tied? Are we deadlocked? Last vote is gonna go to the 10th person voted out of Sims 4 Survivor Battle of the Seasons, 4th member of the jury. It is Wolfgang Wilder. Wolfgang, the tribe has spoken. Somebody flipped on him on the revote. That's unfortunate for him. He goes out here. But also, probably the smart call. I mean, he could have potentially gone on an immunity run. Eliza is the person who flips on the revote. Okay. So Wolfgang votes Blossom, Mitchell, Zoe. Zoe votes are Eliza, Raj, and Wolfgang. And then Eliza, as I said, flips on the revote. Okay. Which is weird, because Eliza is in an alliance with Zoe. These alliances mean nothing, I think. They have not, voted together at any point in time. None of these alliances. Whatever, we'll move on. Episode 12, we got the final 5 here. We got theoretical alliances on the board. We got unbreakable relationship, Raj and Blossom, Zoe and Mitchell now with an unbreakable relationship. Mitchell and Eliza with a strong bond, Eliza and Blossom with a medium bond, Zoe with a medium bond toward Eliza, and vice versa. We have Raj and Eliza with a slight bond, Mitchell and Blossom with a slight bond, and Raj and Mitchell with a slight bond as well. Alright. Oh, the boys' alliance is also dissolved, as you can see, because Wolfgang is out, and Mitchell left the alliance, so it was only Raj remaining. Reward, however, is going to go to Mitchell again. He wins a car. Good for him. Immunity, however, is going to go to Mitchell as well. 3rd immunity win for Mitchell. He is kind of a comp beast in this season, which is surprising. I don't think he did all that well in the competitions on his original season, so good for Mitchell. He's safe tonight again. On the beach, we have Blossom and Mitchell with a minor disagreement, which has a lasting impact. And we also have Mitchell and Zoe with a major fight, which is unfortunate. They had an unbreakable relationship, so that's no more. I think Mitchell is targeting Blossom here, potentially. And that's why he is fighting with Zoe, because Zoe, of course, doesn't want to do that. Let's see. Let's go to Tribal. All right, we got the final 5 here. Mitchell has the necklace, cannot be voted for. Tonight, everybody else is eligible. It is time to vote. And the first vote goes to Raj. 1 vote, Raj. Second vote goes to Raj as well. 2 votes, Raj. Third vote is going to go to Eliza. 2 votes, Raj. 1 vote, Eliza. And 2 votes left. And the 11th person voted out of Sims 4 Survivor Battle of the Seasons, 5th member of the jury. It is Raj Rasoya. Raj, the tribe has spoken, unanimous vote against him. I guess Mitchell was not trying to flip the vote on Blossom, or maybe he did and so we deterred him from doing it, but Raj was kind of drawing dead at the end here. He did have this alliance with Blossom and Zoe, but that wasn't real, to be honest. So everybody votes for Raj, even Blossom, who had an unbreakable relationship with him. Raj throws a vote on Eliza. Unfortunate for him, he's out here. So we got the final 4 here. Entering the finale, we got Blossom Greenberg, who has been kind of the power player of the season, has been in pretty much all of the alliances, has had multiple unbreakable relationships, but also this season is a mess. So I don't know if she's gonna make it to the end. I don't know what the fuck she's doing at any point. No idea. Eliza Pancakes is here. Somehow, she hasn't really been doing much. She was just well-liked for the most part, didn't really ruffle any feathers, has that alliance with Blossom and Zoe, so maybe these 3 women stick together and take out Mitchell if he doesn't win immunity. I imagine that's probably going to be the case. Speaking of Mitchell Kalani, been on a bit of an immunity run here. If he keeps that up, maybe he just takes the win. I imagine he has to go on an immunity run to win, because these 3 women, they are definitely sticking together, I think. And then the final member of the Women's Alliance, Zoe Patel. She has had pretty strong relationships, has been in a final 2 with Blossom from basically the beginning, and they are here together at the final 4. So I imagine it's gonna take a lot for either of them to turn on one another. Let's look at the relationships. We have this alliance, and now we have Blossom and Zoe in a final 2, now that Rosh is gone. Zoe and Blossom with an unbreakable relationship. Mitchell and Eliza with a strong bond. Zoe and Eliza with a medium bond. Eliza and Blossom with a medium bond. And now Zoe and Mitchell with a small and slight bond, respectively. They had an unbreakable relationship, and that just got completely tanked by their major fight. Wow. I think Mitchell was trying to get Blossom out, and he just didn't have the numbers, so he didn't want to vote against the numbers. And yeah, that completely tanked his game here. Unfortunate for Mitchell. But does he win immunity? Let's find out. He does! Wow. Congratulations, Mitchell. Safe again. So I think Eliza is probably done, right? On the spousal speech, nothing happens. Okay. So let's go to tribal. We have Mitchell with a necklace. He cannot be voted for tonight. Everybody else is eligible. It is time to vote. And the first vote goes to Eliza. 1 vote, Eliza. Second vote goes to Eliza as well. 2 votes, Eliza. 2 votes left. Third vote goes to Blossom. 2 votes, Eliza. 1 vote, Blossom. 1 vote left. And the last vote goes to Blossom. We're tied. Eliza and Mitchell, they vote together. They go against the power duo. I kind of doubt it's going to stick, but let's find out. We're going to do a revote, and the first vote is going to go to Blossom. 1 vote, Blossom. Second vote goes to Eliza. We're deadlocked. So we got 1 vote, Blossom, 1 vote, Eliza. What's going to happen? Are we going to do fire making, or are we drawing rocks? Yeah, we're going to draw rocks. So this is the same scenario that happened on the actual season. So everybody that is not immune, which means everybody aside from Mitchell, is going to draw a rock, since this is before fire making was a thing. So we will find out who is going to get eliminated here in the 4th place. The person who draws the purple rock is going to be Blossom! Blossom, the tribe has spoken. I thought she was in a very good spot to win this. Had she only drawn a different rock, I think she would have been a Sims 4 Survivor winner, but that was not the case. She goes out here. Very unfortunate. So Eliza and Mitchell, they vote for Blossom. Blossom and Zoe, they vote for Eliza. Mitchell and Zoe stick to their guns on the revote. Exciting tribal here in the finale. Blossom's game gets cut short, and we are now at the final 3 with only base game Sims. That is kind of funny. All right, let's go to the beach. We've got now Eliza and Zoe in a final 2 alliance. We also have Mitchell and Eliza with a strong bond, Zoe and Eliza with a strong bond, and then Zoe and Mitchell with a slight bond. Still not recovered from their major fight, but let's find out who wins immunity and gets to decide who goes out here at the end. The person winning the final 3 immunity is going to be Mitchell! Mitchell Kalani, 5th immunity win, is it? If so, he ties the record here in Sims 4 Survivor Battle of the Seasons. I haven't been paying attention to the numbers because the season has been such a mess. So, yeah, I think Mitchell probably won the game here, and he's probably going to take out Zoe, right? I imagine so. Let's go to the beach. Nothing happens. That's fair. Let's go to tribal. We got the final 3 here. Eliza, Mitchell, Zoe. Mitchell, he has the necklace, and he is going to cast the sole vote to eliminate here at the final 3. It is time to vote. The 13th person voted out of Sims 4 Survivor, Battle of the Seasons, 7th member of the jury. It is Zoe Patel. Zoe, the tribe has spoken. Didn't really expect anything else here. Mitchell, of course, was gonna take Eliza to the end. She didn't really do anything. Zoe was pretty strong player. And, you know, he has to secure his win here at the end. Mitchell, he casts his vote for Zoe, of course. And we're at the final tribal council here. We got the final 2 here. Eliza Pancakes and Mitchell Kalani. The 2 of them, they make their final jury speeches. The jury, they all ask their questions. Then they cast their votes for who should win, and we will reveal who the winner of Sims 4 Survivor Battle of the Seasons is. The first vote goes to Eliza. 1 vote, Eliza. The second vote goes to Eliza. 2 votes, Eliza. What? Third vote goes to Eliza. What? Mitchell, he wins 5 immunity wins. He kind of shits on the game, and then nobody votes for him. The fourth vote goes to also Eliza. She's the winner. Unanimous vote for Eliza. Congratulations, Eliza, I guess. She is the winner of the season. I have no idea what just happened. What the fuck? Well, we have our first unanimous winner of Sims 4 Survivor, even though I don't think she did anything to deserve it. I guess she was well-liked. Like, she was well-liked throughout the entire season. Everybody had a good connection with her. So, you know what? Maybe I was sleeping on her. The fan favorite is Blossom Greenberg. That seems fitting. She was a very powerful player throughout pretty much the entire season. Nice job, Blossom. Congrats. And there you have it. That's our season. Wild ride. I don't know what the hell this season was. I'm gonna be honest, probably the worst season of Sims 4 Survivor up to this point. But yeah. Here's our placement order. In 16th place, we have Celine Lopez. In 15th place, Malcolm Landgrab. In 14th place, Lucha Harjo. In 13th place, Agnes Crumplebottom. In 12th place, Camille Soto. In 11th place, Alan Saja, our medevac. In 10th place, Vanessa Kayaputri. In 9th place, Morgan Fires. In 8th place, Wayne the Boulder. In 7th place, Grim Reaper. In 6th place, Wolfgang Wilder. In 5th place, Raj Rusoya. In 4th place, Blossom Greenberg. In 3rd place, Zoe Patel. Our runner-up and 0-vote finalist, Mitchell Kalani. And our winner, Eliza Pancakes. Mitchell did in fact win 5 immunities, which is the record. He did match the record of Mickey Armelino and Eric Lewis. Gets nothing for it because he loses. Also gets 4 reward wins. So Mitchell on the board just like taking the entire game by the reins. Most votes received is Morgan Fires with 13, Lucha has 12, Celine and Wolfgang have 8, Grim and Raj have 7, Malcolm with 6, Mitchell, Vanessa, Vane, Zoe with 5, Agnes, Blossom, Camille, and Eliza with 4, and then Alan Saja only with 1 before he got medevacked. Most strategic are Eliza number 1, then we got Blossom number 2, and Zoe number 3. Alright, well, there you have it. That's our season. All hail our current reigning Eliza Pancakes. Weird season. I guess this just goes to show that social game is and forever will always be what takes the cake at the end of the day. Next season, I'm gonna do a newbie season. I think I can scrounge up enough people into a newbie season. I've kind of run out of men. For some reason, there are like not that many pre-made Sims that are men in The Sims 4, but we'll figure it out. Anyway, see you in the next one. Bye.